Pasta is one of the most beloved foods worldwide, a true staple of Italian cuisine, enjoyed in countless shapes, sizes, and sauces. But beyond its delicious taste, pasta has a fascinating and complex history full of surprises. Here are 10 unique facts about pasta you may have never known. When we think of pasta, we immediately picture Italy. But while it's deeply tied to Italian culture, its true origins are a global tapestry woven over centuries. For a long time, a popular legend claimed that the famous explorer Marco Polo brought pasta to Italy from China in the 13th century. It's a romantic story, but historical records show it's simply not true. Pasta-like dishes were already being enjoyed in Italy long before Marco Polo ever set sail. So, where did it come from? A more accurate theory points to Arab traders who introduced durum wheat to Sicily around the 9th century. They brought with them a technique for making and drying thin strands of dough called itria. This method was revolutionary because it allowed the pasta to be stored for long periods and transported on long journeys, making it a staple food for sailors and merchants. Even earlier, archaeological evidence from ancient Etruscan tombs suggests that a primitive form of pasta-making equipment existed in Italy thousands of years ago. The truth is, pasta wasn't invented in one place, but evolved across many cultures before it was perfected and embraced as Italy's national treasure. From the long, elegant strands of spaghetti to the tiny rice-like grains of orzo, pasta comes in an astonishing variety of over 350 confirmed shapes. These can be broadly divided into two categories: pasta secca, or dried pasta, made from durum wheat and water, and pasta fresca, fresh pasta, often made with eggs. But these shapes aren't just for show. Each one was engineered with a specific purpose. Ridge shapes like penne rigate are designed to capture and hold on to thick, chunky sauces. Large shells, or conchigli, act as perfect little vessels for creamy or meat-based fillings. Some shapes even tell stories of regional traditions. Orecchiette, meaning little ears from Puglia, are still shaped by hand, while legend says that tortellini from Bologna was inspired by the goddess Venus's navel. In the world of pasta, form is just as crucial as flavor, creating a perfect harmony in every single bite. Pasta's ability to bring people together is sometimes taken to monumental extremes. In 2015, a restaurant in Garden Grove, California, set the Guinness World Record for the largest bowl of pasta ever made. The final dish weighed a staggering 13,786 pounds. Creating this mountain of spaghetti required a custom-built container the size of a small swimming pool, over 6,000 pounds of dry pasta, and hundreds of gallons of marinara sauce. The massive undertaking was a community spectacle, with chefs working for hours to cook the dish to perfection. Events like this, though over the top, perfectly capture the spirit of pasta, a food meant for sharing, celebration, and creating joyful memories together. Today, we can't imagine eating spaghetti without a fork, but for centuries, that's exactly how it was done. Before forks became common in Europe, pasta, especially in its birthplace of Naples, was street food eaten entirely by hand. People would buy a plate of hot macaroni from a street vendor, season it with grated cheese, and then, using their fingers, lift the long strands high, tilt their heads back and lower it into their mouths. It was a messy but efficient system. The fork had been introduced to Italy centuries earlier, but it was seen as an overly refined, almost snobbish utensil. That all changed when it met pasta. The four-pronged fork, popularized by King Ferdinand II of Naples, proved to be the perfect tool for elegantly twirling and eating long noodles, transforming pasta from a messy street snack into a dish fit for royalty and forever changing the etiquette of dining. It should come as no surprise that Italy remains the undisputed pasta capital of the world, but the sheer scale of their consumption is astounding. On average, Italians eat about 51 pounds or 23 kilograms of pasta per person every year. To put that in perspective, that's nearly a pound of pasta every single week. It's more than double what Americans or the French consume. This isn't just because they love the taste. It's woven into the very fabric of their meal structure. In Italy, pasta is typically served as the or first course, a smaller dedicated portion that comes before the main course of meat or fish. It's not just a meal, it's a daily ritual, a cornerstone of family gatherings, and a powerful symbol of national identity. For Italians, pasta isn't just food, it's life. In the heart of Italy's renowned food valley, Parma is home to the Museo della Pasta, a museum dedicated to this beloved staple. It's a journey through time, with exhibits tracing the story of wheat from ancient cultivation to modern milling. Visitors can see traditional pasta-making tools like hand-crank presses and wooden drying racks, imagining the labor of centuries past. The narrative then shifts to the Industrial Revolution, showcasing the colossal machines that transformed pasta from a regional specialty into a global phenomenon. It's a comprehensive and loving celebration of one of Italy's most iconic and delicious creations, a must-see for any food lover. Today, pasta is an affordable staple, but this wasn't always so. In the 14th and 15th centuries, it was a luxury food, a status symbol for the wealthy aristocracy. The key ingredient, durum wheat, was primarily grown in Sicily, making it an expensive import for the rest of the peninsula. Furthermore, pasta required special equipment and skilled artisans, known as macaronari, to produce. It wasn't until the industrialization of Naples in the 19th century, with the invention of the mechanical press, that large-scale production became possible. This technological leap dramatically lowered the cost, transforming pasta from a delicacy for the rich into a nourishing, accessible food for everyone. The incredible variety of over 350 pasta shapes isn't just for show. It's a masterclass in culinary engineering. Each form is designed to pair perfectly with specific sauces. Think of thick, hearty meat sauces like bolognese. They need a pasta with substance, clinging beautifully to the ridges of rigatoni or the twists of fusilli. On the other hand, delicate, thin sauces made with olive oil or light cream are best paired with thin strands like angel hair, which they can coat evenly without overwhelming. Hollow shapes like bucatini are brilliant for trapping thinner tomato-based sauces right through their center. It's a culinary science, ensuring every bite delivers the perfect balance of pasta and flavor. On April Fool's Day in 1957, the respected BBC News program broadcast a segment that would go down in history. Voiced by esteemed broadcaster Richard Dimbleby, the report showed a family in Switzerland supposedly harvesting their annual spaghetti crop from trees. In post-war Britain, where pasta was still an exotic food, the serious tone and trusted source led thousands to believe it was real. The BBC was flooded with calls from viewers asking how to grow their own spaghetti trees. The station's tongue-in-cheek response: place a sprig of spaghetti in a tin of tomato sauce and hope for the best. It remains one of the most famous April Fool's Day hoaxes of all time. Despite its reputation as a heavy comfort food, pasta can be a surprisingly healthy part of a balanced diet. The key lies in its composition as a complex carbohydrate, which provides a slow, steady release of energy, unlike the crash from simple sugars. This is why athletes often carb load with pasta. Furthermore, whole grain varieties are an excellent source of dietary fiber, aiding digestion. The true health factor, however, comes from what you pair it with. As a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, pasta is a perfect vehicle for nutrient-dense foods like vibrant vegetables, lean proteins, and heart-healthy olive oil. When enjoyed in moderation, it's a balanced, delicious meal that has fueled generations. So, our journey through the world of pasta comes to a close. We've traveled from its debated origins in ancient civilizations to its modern-day status as a global comfort food. We've untangled the myth of Marco Polo, witnessed its rise from a luxury good to a pantry staple, and even chuckled at the legendary spaghetti tree hoax. This incredible history proves that pasta is so much more than a simple dish. It's a testament to human ingenuity, a symbol of shared meals and family traditions, and a true cultural icon that connects us all. Now we want to hear from you. Which pasta fact surprised you the most? Was it the sheer number of shapes, or its role in historical events? Let us know in the comments below and tell us what your favorite pasta dish is. If you enjoyed unraveling these stories, please like this video and subscribe to Fact Quest for more adventures into history. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive into the world's most fascinating facts.